Today is August 21st, 2026, and I'm here to talk about new metal releases. We're going to talk about 3 new things out this week, and then we're going to preview 9 new releases coming up in the next few months. Up first is Azathoth's Carnal Lust of Blasphemy. I think I talked about this last week. This is a great death metal album with a variety of influences from a young band out of Helsinki, Finland. They've done a great job with this record. I'm going to review it next week. Didn't have time to get around to it last week. And up next we have Reign of Terror. This is a debut full-length album from Deceptor. This is a United States-based death thrash metal band. It's an early release in their career. They're kind of just firing up, but it's great. It's very authentic to the old school tastes of a death thrash metal fan, especially if you're just purely interested in the old school pre-1990 style. And finally we have Elemental Part 1 Morning Earth, part of a 2-part series from Fen, a well-known British black metal band, and one that is known for both atmospheric post-black metal as well as some different kind of progressive black metal changes to their sound over time. Always been a very consistent band. This record and the one that is slated to follow are more of a career retrospective that is internalizing and then building beyond what they had accomplished in the past. So first up this week, in terms of previews of new releases coming up, we have Sweden's Mutation, a death metal band and their debut full-length album Esoteric Order of Debauchery. This will release on Hell's Headbangers on October 9th. This is definitely right up my alley. It's kind of classic United States death metal influenced stuff. Fine work on this song, Necromantical Holocaust. Check it out for yourself. German black death metal band Cha Home return for a second full-length album, and this one is on $20 Spin. It releases on September 18th, and it reprises their sort of bestial, cacophonic, atmospheric death metal sound, and there's far more intricacy on this song, Cult of Shaman, as well as the album in general, once you dig into it. Much in the way that Kostkrad changed a bit on their follow-up, so does this band, and I think it's a good change. It sounds good so far. Canadian technical death thrash trio DISSIMULATOR have announced their second full-length album, Artifice Dissolves, will release on $20 Spin. This is coming out October 2nd on all available formats. I have to say the first album was just okay. It was solid work. It was in a great tradition, but I think this new one, based on this new song Alloyed, and the concept they've outlined for it is going to be even better. And in general, it sounds like this album as a follow-up is going to be an improvement across the board. Check out Alloyed. So if you're not keeping up with what AVULSED have been up to in the last over the last several months, they've been detailing several cover songs from this new covers album. It's called Nordic Embryogenesis, and it basically covers Dave Rotten's love for Swedish and Finnish death metal with covers, and this song caught my ear for the sake of it being an Adramelech cover. Heroes in a Godly Blaze is a song I know very well. It was awesome to hear AVULSED's version of it, which is very good. I am looking forward to this covers album on September 9th. Go check it out for yourself. They've already released, I think, 9 songs out of the however many, so there's a lot to dig into there if you like old school death metal from Scandinavia. If you were a fan of Profanation's debut EP a little while ago, they've got a full-length on the way. It's coming out on Iron Bonehead Productions this September 25th. And this French black and death metal band are described as offspring of Hades and Necrovore, but with some grind from like Terrorizer and Doom and whatnot. And I think that does a pretty good job of crossing over between the punkish attack of it and the early death metal slime across it. It is kind of a bestial death metal offering, but not quite. Check it out for yourself with this song, Ultra Noise Warfare. KRALLICE have announced their umpteenth studio release. They've been working on a really prolific schedule for the last several years, and Scour Order adds to that. This is their first for Profound Lore Records in quite a while. It releases on September 18th, and they've got some notes about who played what on it and whatnot, but it really sounds like KRALLICE, maybe less on the experimental side based on this track, but I haven't really dug into the record, and I believe they're going on tour for this record, so it's been a long while since that happened, so get hyped for that if you're a fan, and check out Living Useless Ritual. Dying Victims Productions have announced the fourth full-length album from Swedish speed metal band ARMORY. Echoes of the Astrolith will release on all formats this coming October 23rd, and it features a new vocalist who's actually pretty good based on this clip, and they're saying this will have a darker, more evil sound. See what you think with Interceptor Squadron.
We are the Interceptor.
Now, I feel like Gothenburg, Sweden-based thrash metal band HOSTILIA have been impressive in the past, but they never quite hit out of the park for me. But sitting with the album cover from Curse of Kamun, their new album, and then hearing kind of the more straightforward mid-80s thrash metal sound of this song, Lightning Warfare, I feel like this is something I could get into. A fair variety of pacing, some pretty good leads, and again, the aesthetic just kind of pulls me into something more serious here. So check out Lightning Warfare, see what you think.
The world's collide. No control. Start to spin aside. The you, you're all confused. Scattered by an endless pain. The face of fear, song so near. Thunder strikes again.
And to round things out, Nuclear Blast Records have announced the fourth full-length album from Green Lung will release this September 11th. Necropolitan. This one kind of carries on the style and the interest of the previous record with a different theme. They've done a great job with this record. I think that I'll review it because I like it that much, but we'll see what I have to say. Check out Black Magic Radio. As always, thanks for checking out new releases with me, checking out the YouTube, hitting like on stuff, reading the site is most important. Check out some albums from this week, some reviews, whatnot.